Mr. Scales here. Now I'm talking about this idea itself that everyone, like all the fucking individual people that you see around you, like being your family and friends, dude. There are some point that then it's just basically they are happy or such or sad, and one denotes that they're alive, but really they're freaking dead. That's it, just dead. Then one confines or can confine or think or ponders about the idea itself of aliveness. When one thinks of aliveness itself is just basically this idea itself of existence as in a context itself that one is striving, one is striving, one is striving, one is suffering, one is basically like on spectrum of this array or arrays and different thresholds or the states. And now I'm kind of thinking itself about this idea though. What is the really the true meaning of aliveness or less liveliness, to be honest, or just life, not life as in, like a life, the idea on life itself, what's the ontology, yeah, it's got semantic, but just the life, being alive, really, what the heck does that mean? So point towards to be honest, dude, or confer though, I don't know, to be honest, not I don't know, but I just express. Just this is just a basic idea though. Or just the speaker just relay idea. So yeah. So now is based so now mm, when one is alive one must think that how are they alive, or what are they, or what master are they obeying, to be honest. What master are they obeying or following even, or take order even? Oh, is this basically their spirit or their true aspect itself? This true spirit aspect itself, or just basically some freaking basically just some, I would say, some impulses, not really impulses, but basically just desires, or basically just desires, or just like low end desires, to be honest though, or just basically like agitations, or just basically what have built their character for long, that I would say in just in the heightened what have been what have built their character for long, or just basically their identity though. But basically, if this identity itself a mirage, mirage, or basically a burlesque, or burlesque, or a collage of stuff that so basically warp the perception of life, then what the heck? Life as in really like working on a job, like freaking like working on a job, or just basically just you know go freaking like Moloch stuff, to be honest, dude. Just ball Moloch stuff, to be honest. Freaking like ball Moloch stuff, or just in indoctrination camp, no one's freaking school, to be honest, dude. Or just basically working, or just basically living in even the living the life itself on the people that freaking like you don't like 90% all of them, not 90 but basically like 80%. And actually your life will just start if just basically above 30, not really above 30, like 20 plus or something, in a context itself of just meeting people there, just meeting people behind or such. But there's still a leash of that, or just a fear, or just basically just an imprint, or just basically just a core still of just want to live life. Who freaking like want to live life at the first place though? And what is, why did it yearn to want to live life? Because everything is freaking dead around them, to be honest, dude. In a sense of vanity, or just everything is just fake. That's pretty much it. And even the one itself that said that is freaking fake too. What the freaking heck? Like fake too. That's why there's a removal and just basically just the abandoning of what the heck life freaking means from someone or something. Life means someone or something, or just basically all that stuff is basically what they denote their idea of what that denote of idea denote the idea of what life is. That's the most funniest part itself there. I got basically a person itself think itself that he has freedom. Not really like freaking freedom to be honest, but basically his ideas were his own, even though it's just basic. But the most funniest thing is it's not even. It's basically just a collection of some stuff that he likes and just basically put it in his own, or just mash it or just coalesce it on his own and basically make it. That's basically his idea of life. In a nutshell, it's not his idea there. But who actually controls that thing specifically? Like, where did he get that idea from? Oh, those things, those things. Elite, of course, government, media. I don't know. There's a lot, but school, companies, just brainwashed. To be honest, though. So yeah, what is life really though? This is the thing. When one sees a plow, one sees there's a person self that he sees these things, a stone and a flower. When one the man, if he chose the stone itself, if he chose the stone itself, will see everything as stone or everything as of its use. When one sees the flower itself, he will see everything as flower as it is. That's it. I remember itself. There's a guy on this net though. That guy on this net, but basically I don't know. Sadhguru. Just basically this kind of Sadhguru just basically just said this like Buddha. This Sadhguru is basically said this freaking idea as well about oh my, that basically like seeing like this flower there and just a stone. To be honest though, the stone, there's a flower just so ridiculously vulnerable. It's just beautiful on its own. To be honest though, it can flourish even though it's just vulnerable, have nutrients or nourishment, but a stone not. It just can be used, I guess, with just wiping off butt or basically like freaking like using it as a stone axe or basically something. That's it. Man is man. That's it. Man is not a freaking like a binary freaking code. It's basically like man is not a binary code or even a freaking product or even much worse, just basically a creature, or not even a creature, but basically a minuscule part of the insignificant universe. It was just freaking like a theory about like freaking like there's like other universes there or something. To be honest, when one thinks and thinks and thinks, not thinks and thinks about greater and greater and greater, there's just basically there's a nihilism. To be honest, dude. Oh my gosh, this thing is just a part of this greater thing, and this greater thing part of this greater thing, and again, infinite freaking interest. To be honest, ad nauseam ad infinitum. It's just basic, but it is basically this idea itself there. This idea itself there. This idea itself. This idea itself there of a trap. Not really like a trap itself, but basically this void or myopia. To be honest, and just nihilistic. To be honest, dude. It's just nihilistic as heck. Or it's just nihilistic as heck, to be honest though. And just basically that's how the matrix formed. Because the point of matrix itself is it's not Maya as an illusion, but it is a measurement. It is a measurement or it is a measurement or just scale. This thing, this small thing or basically this puny thing against the largest, the most gigantic or just basically like gigantic or just up the most like the gigantic or just hurt or just titanic freaking thing. Like freaking the difference is just horrendous, to be honest, dude. Sporadic frick. That's pretty much it. That's life, to be honest though. Not life, but basically like you see the trap. You see the trap. You see the void that creates. You see the will. It finally create finally. That's it. Let's just guys out.